Welcome to MMA Unleashed. Your fight news, drama, and highlights unleashed. Sean O'Malley's heartwarming gesture to his mother. One of the feel-good stories to emerge from the MMA world recently is the heartwarming gesture made by rising star Sean O'Malley. After selling his home for a staggering $1.1 million, a profit of over $300,000 from his original purchase price in 2020, O'Malley decided to share the wealth with a person who has been there for him the most, his mother. In a touching moment captured on video, O'Malley presented his mother with a $10,000 check, expressing his gratitude for her unwavering support throughout his journey. The UFC fighter, known for his flamboyant personality and impressive performances inside the octagon, has always been vocal about the sacrifices his mother made to help him pursue his MMA dreams. This heartwarming gesture not only showcases O'Malley's appreciation for his mother, but also highlights the strong family values that have undoubtedly played a crucial role in his success. It's a reminder that even the most accomplished athletes never forget the people who have been there for them from the very beginning. The ongoing feud between Merab Dvalishvili and Umar Nurmagomedov. The bad blood between Merab Dvalishvili and Umar Nurmagomedov appears to be far from over, as the two fighters continue to trade barbs and stoke the flames of their rivalry. Dvalishvili, the Georgian fighter who defeated Nurmagomedov in their previous encounter, has once again taken aim at his Dagestani counterpart, vowing to break him in the first minute if they meet again in a rematch. In a recent interview with a Georgian media outlet, Dvalishvili did not hold back, stating that Nurmagomedov didn't learn his lesson from their first fight. This latest jab is sure to reignite the tensions between the two fighters, who have been at odds since their initial clash. The rivalry between Dvalishvili and Nurmagomedov is particularly intriguing given their respective backgrounds and fighting styles. Dvalishvili, known for his relentless wrestling and grappling, has proven to be a formidable opponent for many of his peers, while Nurmagomedov, the cousin of MMA legend Khabib Nurmagomedov, has also established himself as a rising star in the lightweight division. As the MMA community eagerly awaits a potential rematch between these two talented fighters, the ongoing feud is sure to add an extra layer of excitement and anticipation to any future showdown.
შემდეგში უმარ ნურმაგომედოვთან მომიწევს ბრძოლა, დარწმუნებული ვარ ჩემს თავში, რომ ეხლა აშკარად დამაჯერებლად გავტეხავ და ისე მოვუგებ. აშკარად ბოლო ის ჩვენი ბრძოლა ისეთი არ იყო, რა თქმა უნდა, უგებდი ვაკონტროლებდი და ზედმეტი თავის ტივილის და რისკის გარეშე მოვუგე, მაგრამ შემდეგ ბრძოლაში ესე ადვილად არ გავუშვებ გალეიდან.
ანუ ის ბოლო წუთნახევარი რაც ჩვენ ნახეთ პირველ ბრძოლაში შენთვის არასაკმარისად გატეხილი იყო?
პირველ წუთნახევარში გავუკეთებ მაგას და მე მთელი 23 წუთნახევარი ვათხრევ, როგორც მეშოკი, როგორც ქართველებმა ვიცით ხო, მეშოკივით ვათხრევ აქტიგანზე წაგების შემდეგაც არ დაჭკვიანდა.
Khabib Nurmagomedov disagrees with cousin Usman Nurmagomedov on title rematch. In another intriguing development, the Nurmagomedov family appears to be divided on the issue of title rematches. While Usman Nurmagomedov, the reigning PFL lightweight champion, has firmly stated that he does not believe Paul Hughes deserves an immediate rematch for the title, his cousin Khabib Nurmagomedov has a different opinion. In a recent interview, Khabib expressed his belief that Hughes has earned the right to a second chance at the title, citing the Irishman's impressive performance in their previous encounter, which many hailed as a potential fight of the year contender. Usman, however, remained steadfast in his stance, suggesting that Khabib may not have seen the full picture when it comes to the dynamics of their fight. The champion's refusal to grant Hughes an immediate rematch has sparked a debate within the MMA community, with fans and pundits weighing in on the merits of both arguments. This family feud within the Nurmagomedov clan adds an intriguing subplot to the ongoing title picture in the PFL lightweight division. As the two cousins navigate the complexities of the sport, their differing opinions on title rematches could have significant implications for the future of the division and the careers of the fighters involved. The aftermath of the Spaten Fight Night 2 brawl. The MMA world was rocked by the chaotic scenes that unfolded at the Spaten Fight Night 2 event in Brazil, where a post-fight brawl erupted between the camps of Wanderlei Silva and Acelino Freitas. The fallout from this incident has now been revealed, with the Brazilian National Boxing Council handing down lengthy suspensions to several of the combatants and cornermen involved. Wanderlei Silva, the MMA legend, was hit with a 180-day suspension for his role in the melee, which included several headbutts during the fight itself. Acelino Freitas, Silva's opponent, also received the same suspension term. However, the most surprising development was the fact that Rafael Freitas, the son of Acelino, who delivered the knockout blow to Silva during the brawl, managed to avoid any formal suspension altogether. The commission's decision to exempt Rafael Freitas from punishment has raised eyebrows, as the younger Freitas was not officially a cornerman for the event. This loophole has allowed him to escape the regulatory control of the commission, leaving many to question the fairness and consistency of the disciplinary measures taken. The suspensions handed down to other members of the opposing teams, including Luis Claudio Freitas and Lego Gutierrez Freitas, further highlight the severity of the incident and the commission's efforts to hold those involved accountable. As the MMA community continues to grapple with the aftermath of this brawl, the long-term implications for the fighters and their respective careers remain to be seen.
And I wanted to, obviously push hard. It's an important fight for me. We went training last night. I knew the fight was going to be a lot of grappling, a lot of takedown defense. So, we decided to grapple, tried to be, safe, didn't start standing up, went from the floor to, try and avoid injury. And got into it. I wanted to give it a hard push. I was pushing hard, and it was going really good. And we just had an accidental head clash. As soon as that happened, I could see blood everywhere. Quickly covered it with the towel, ran upstairs. Trying to not let anybody see me. As soon as got to the room, contacted PFL. They got the doctor. But as soon as the doctor, came in, he saw the cut. He said, "There's no way you can be fighting with that." The cut was very deep, very bad. There was, as he called it, there was a flap there. It wasn't just a straight line. It's probably due to the fact that I have a lot of scar tissue on my face from my time at the bare knuckle and just all the fights I've had over the years. Once again, I'm really, really sorry for this. I know how annoying it is. I hope you can all forgive me, and I hope...
Artem Lobov's withdrawal from the PFL event. In another late-breaking development, former UFC fighter Artem Lobov has been forced to withdraw from his scheduled bout against Sabera Tukagov at the upcoming PFL event. Lobov, who was making a comeback to the sport after a 5-year hiatus, suffered an injury during a training session that resulted in a deep gash near his right eye, ultimately leading to the cancellation of the fight. In a heartfelt statement, Lobov expressed his disappointment and apologized to both Tukagov and the fans, acknowledging the importance of the fight and his desire to compete. The former UFC fighter revealed that the injury occurred during a grappling session, where an accidental head clash caused the severe cut that required medical attention. Lobov's withdrawal is a setback for the PFL event, as the matchup between the two former UFC fighters was expected to be a highly anticipated bout. However, the safety of the athletes must always be the top priority, and the decision to pull Lobov from the fight was the responsible course of action given the nature and severity of his injury. As Lobov recovers from this setback, fans and the MMA community will eagerly await news on a potential rescheduling of the fight between the two veteran competitors. Lobov's commitment to the sport and his willingness to take on tough challenges have always been admired, and this latest development only serves to further solidify his reputation as a true warrior of the sport. Kamaru Usman defends Magomed Ankalaev, challenges Din Thomas to a wrestling match. In a surprising turn of events, UFC welterweight champion Kamaru Usman has come to the defense of his fellow champion, Magomed Ankalaev, after Din Thomas suggested a bold trade proposal involving the UFC light heavyweight title holder. During a recent episode of the Pound for Pound podcast, Thomas proposed that the UFC should consider trading Ankalaev to the PFL in exchange for rising star Dakota Dichiva. While Thomas acknowledged Dichiva's potential and the potential benefits of such a move, Usman was quick to disagree, calling the suggestion disrespectful towards Ankalaev. Usman, known for his dominant performances and unwavering loyalty to his teammates and fellow champions, challenged Thomas to a wrestling match, stating that the next time they meet, they will settle the matter on the mats. The welterweight king's passionate defense of Ankalaev underscores the tight-knit nature of the MMA community and the respect that champions have for one another, even across different weight classes. This confrontation between Usman and Thomas adds an intriguing subplot to the ongoing discussions surrounding fighter trades and the potential cross-promotion of talent. As the MMA world continues to evolve, the dynamics between promotions and the value placed on individual fighters will undoubtedly remain a topic of intense debate and speculation. Thanks for watching MMA Unleashed. Smash that like button, drop your fight picks in the comments, and subscribe so you never miss the next war inside the cage.